Hey everyone, welcome back to Copy Trader. In this video, I'm going to test out whether the godly mode in OdinBot is worth it, because I get asked a lot by guys in our community if it's worth buying with godly level fees over turbo fees when it comes to copy trading. How much faster is it really? Now, if you're new to OdinBot, it is the best copy trading bot and can buy tokens in the same block within 1 second of your target wallet and sell in the same block within 1 second of your target wallet. So you can buy and sell very quickly, but there are different speeds. They have standard, 0.002 SOL per buy and sell, also known as very fast, turbo, which is 0.008, even faster, and then they have godly, which is 0.06, which is much higher than turbo, over 7 times higher, and apparently usually overkill. To put that into perspective, if Solana was $150, the godly fee would be $9 every time you bought and every time you sold. Turbo would be about $1.25 and standard would be about 30 cents. Now this matters greatly because when you're copy trading, if you're making a $20 profit, but you use godly fees and it costs you $18 to do that, then you've only made $2. On the contrary, if you use turbo, then you would have made about $17.50. However, if you use godly and you get in a lot faster, then you might make $40 instead of $20, or maybe even $60. Who knows? That's a theory at least, because using godly should potentially get you into a coin and out of a coin a lot faster than turbo, meaning you'll have less slippage, a better entry and a better exit, and more profits. So it's all about finding the balance. It also matters how large of a buy sum you have. So if you're buying with 0.3 Solana, it wouldn't make sense to spend 50% on fees. But if you were buying with 3 Solana buys, then maybe using godly would be no problem, because if you were selling for a small profit and that was $100, you wouldn't mind spending $20 in fees because it ensured you got in and out really fast. But because it's so expensive, not many people ever touch this or use it, and they all wonder how fast is it really and is it really worth it. So I just wanted to put that to the test today. So what I did was I found a very popular trader under the copy trading tab on GMGN. These are the most popular traders who are making the most money. A lot of people are trying to copy trade them. This guy makes $150,000 a week, which is just insane. I set one bot up on turbo, I set one bot up on godly, and I set another bot up as a wild card on DBotX with the same settings that would be equivalent to the fees on the OdinBot turbo setting. And I bought his next token, which was Emoticon, and let's see what happened. So if you look when he bought here, he got in at about this price, which is about right at the top of this candle. So as you see, after he buys, there's an enormous spike in price because he's buying with a large sum of money and he has a lot of people trying to copy trade him. So this will be a good test of how well we can do. So he bought around here, and here is the turbo OdinBot buy. So it's showing that we bought in the same candle, but we definitely did not. We bought at this price, which is about here. So using turbo, there was about a 19% slippage, which is honestly not bad. Now let's look at the godly buy. So the godly buy, it bought just before the turbo buy. So honestly, not much of a difference. Again, Photon is showing this candle, but it was actually in this candle right there. So just also about just under a 19% slippage and price differential. So honestly, not that much difference between godly and turbo. But what we have to note is if the buyer is buying at the last second or at the end of this candle here at the top, and he's buying with a huge amount, then the price is going to shoot up no matter what. So godly will never get you a price that is not able to be achieved if the price is spiking due to his buy. So it's possible that we may have got the best position in godly and the second best position in turbo, but there's not much of a difference just looking at the charts. The DBotX buy, that was bought at around 924, which is all the way up here, not even in the next candle, which is quite interesting. And that was about a 26% price differential, which is a huge difference from 19. You know, that can cost you a lot of money. So right away, that's proof again that OdinBot is beating DBotX in terms of speed. So let's just get rid of DBotX It was a good wildcard test, but now let's look at the entries that we achieved. So here is all the transactions on SolScan. You can see here is when Eurus bought, and then you can see our Godly wallet is here and our Turbo wallet is here. So actually there was not much of a difference at all between Godly and Turbo, and the price differential was not due to how much he bought. There was over 10 people that bought between when he did and when we did, and that could be coincidence. They could have all submitted buy orders at the same time. Some of these people may be copying him, but either way, all these people got in between us and him. So Godly, for paying $18 in fees, I would expect to be getting in after him, or pretty close to after him, but we had all these people buying in between us and him, raising our price. And Godly got us in at about $34.82 total spend, and Turbo was about $34.99 total spend. So I spent an extra $17, and I didn't really achieve any significant benefit from that. I know this is a one-off, but I don't really feel like spending $20 to test this again. And to do that 5 times, I'd have to spend $100, which I'm not interested in doing right now. But this has been a very interesting test, and what I can conclude from this to anyone watching this is that Godly to me is not worth it. It didn't get me in immediately after his buy. It got me in after 10 other people and only one buy before the Turbo fee. So the change in price was negligible. So by using Turbo, you're spending a little bit more money than standard, and you're getting in at a really good price, and then you're saving about $17 in fees, which is fantastic. So my conclusion is I will continue to use Turbo as I have been. Godly to me is not worth it. And the next video I will make, I will compare standard to Turbo, and maybe I'll throw a Godly in there as well. So I'll compare all 3 because it will give us another data set, because one data set is not fantastic to kind of conclude whether it's worth it or not over the long term, but that test, it really wasn't worth it. So we'll do more tests in the future, but for now I'm going to stick with Turbo, and hopefully that helps you have some insight onto whether or not Godly is worth it. In my opinion, it is not. So thank you guys for watching this video. For more tools and tutorials, make sure to subscribe, smash a like on this video, check out CopyTraderr.com for all of our courses and all of our tools to help you succeed in copy trading. I'll see you guys in the next video.